Hey guys, are you looking for the perfect, not hair in your mouth, that's not what I meant. Are you looking for the perfect luxury property super close to Panama City Beach, but with deeded beach access, a private heated pool, and I don't know, maybe like 7 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms? You are, then this place is perfect. Right here behind me, we have 40 Côte d'Azur. I don't know, we're gonna say that that's how it's pronounced. A little bit of phlegm there, but yeah, it's a beautiful property. It's a total of 4 stories tall. Don't worry, it has an elevator that I will never ever use, but maybe you will. So if you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't really want multiple stories, grandma's coming with me, there's an elevator. It's very sizable from what I hear, so she'll be totally fine, or you know, he if it's grandpa. But let's go check it out. Okay, as you guys can see, it's a little bit windy out here in Florida today. It does happen, nothing crazy though. I'm AJ, your local 30A buyer's agent specialist right here on the Emerald Coast. And this is my channel, Life on 30A. Welcome back if this is your first time. This is it's not really the first floor. So whenever I talk about floors, this is kind of the ground floor. It's 4 stories, but this is like the ground floor, not the first floor. So I'll tell you, we have a master on the first floor. It's not gonna be here. Let's check out this super cute little bath that we have here. Actually, I'm just kidding. I want to show you guys the main areas first, and then we'll check out the pool and everything else. So y'all make sure that you stick around because I'm not showing you the pool for a little while. So there. Let me tell you a little bit more about the house while I climb up all of these stairs and get super winded. So on the first floor here, we are going to have this super cute play area. So this property works really well for an Airbnb. Really great for investors or even as a primary residence. It does have one of the masters on this floor, and it's going to take up this entire side of the house, and then you've got 2 bedrooms on that side. So if that gives you any kind of idea about the size of this master bedroom that we're about to walk into, look at this. Absolutely love it. It feels super cozy in here, just very spacious. Got a ton of natural light coming in. Yes, I'm a little winded, you guys. My cardio is my Peloton, and apparently 3 times a week is not enough. But we've got this beautiful, of course, ensuite master bath. Check out that soaking tub and shower. One of the things I really love about this house is how for all of the showers, not the shower tub combos, because that would be impossible, but for all of the showers, the tile just runs smooth. So, you know how we were talking about grandma joining previously? This is really great for someone who doesn't do well with having to step down. I keep looking at myself down here instead of looking up at you guys. Sorry about that. So I was in the Army for 12 years and my ankles are shot. I have no stability whatsoever. So walking over, you know, simple things is just dumb for me. So something like this, where you can just walk on a level terrain the entire time, is absolutely fantastic. Maybe you're a veteran and you've got some wonky ankles or knees too from jumping out of planes. That's not why mine are wonky. I didn't jump out of planes except for fun. If you have wonky ankles or knees for any reason, this is a really great touch. I wish more builders would do this. Speaking of builders, this house was built in 2024, so it's basically still brand new. So you can get a brand new house with 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. It's got 2 living spaces. It's got 2 masters. It's got an elevator that goes to all the floors, from the ground to the 4th floor. I should have brought water with me. It's got 2 laundry rooms. I mean, this thing is huge. It's got 4,619 square feet. Oh, and a very minimal HOA. It's like $1,200 I was gonna say $1,200 a month. That's condo prices. No, this is a house. We're at, I think it's $1,200 per year. I'll double check that math. I'm gonna give you all kinds of market stats and everything at the very end of the video. So here we have a super cute guest bath right here that is fantastic to have on this level because again, we've got, you know, the play area over here and then 2 bedrooms with a Jack and Jill bathroom in between. Both of these bedrooms are pretty spacious, offering lots of natural light. Of course, each of the bedrooms has a TV already mounted on the wall. One of the things that I really like about this bedroom setup is that because it's a Jack and Jill, they do have the dual vanity. So each bedroom can like get their own sink, which is super nice. All right, let's go up to the next floor. I hope you guys are ready for this. I hope you guys drank lots of water today, because apparently I drank mostly coffee. I gave it up for, I don't even know how long. I stopped drinking coffee and then I recently got back into it. It's my own fault. All right, so here we are on the second floor, and this is like the main area. Look at this kitchen. Oh my gosh. Absolutely love everything about this. I love the pop of blue. I love the veins in the countertops. This is all quartz countertops. We've got Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances. Of course, we've got a 6-burner stove that's of course gas. Everything is great. Built-in appliances and our own little balcony right here off of this level. And look at this beautiful living room. Absolutely love it. Tons of natural light. Now, there is a better view of the water from here, but I'm not very tall at all. So the angle that I am holding this recording device is at my eye level, not at y'all's, probably. So there is a high probability, get it? High probability that you're gonna have a different vantage point than I am. So if you're thinking, oh man, there's like no views from there. Well, there are, if you're not me. And also on the next floor up, there are significantly better views. So just keep that in mind. I absolutely love this hallway look. I'm gonna flip you around. So if I'm walking from the kitchen and heading over to the bedrooms, because all the bedrooms are on this side, on this floor, how beautiful is this walk right here? Absolutely love it. Again, we've got another convenient bathroom that is, it's a whole bath right here, and we have a bathtub. This is really great in the event that if you're going to short-term rent this property out, that you have small children, or the tenants rather have small children. Obviously, you probably want to give them a bath and not take them into the shower for so many reasons. But baths, you know, they just have more fun, bring the bubble bath, whatever. It takes longer, let them get some energy out and hopefully be ready for bed after that, right? So very important that they've got both aspects built into this property. We've got the seamless showers and then also the bathtub for the kids. Absolutely love it. Here we have another bedroom. So super convenient, located right next to that bathroom. Absolutely love it. And then down this little like corridor, we have yet another bedroom. Now I will admit that this one is a little bit close to the door, but the door still swings properly. If I was gonna make this a primary residence, this would very likely be my office because it wouldn't take up so much space. As you can see, there's still plenty of space. It's just kind of the way this wall kicks out a little bit with this door that makes it feel a little bit tight. But it's really a non-issue. We're talking about 7 bedrooms. If you didn't like this one, you could choose a different one, right? And it does have its own ensuite bathroom. So obviously, this bedroom would go to the person that you didn't like, or your least favorite child. That's one way you could tell them and just make them all fight amongst each other. I can say that because I have only one child, and I of course always tell her that she's my favorite, sometimes my least favorite, but only in a teasing way, and it still hurts her feelings. Like, come on, I'm just kidding. She's super sensitive, just like her mom. I don't know where she gets it from. Let's go and check out what floor are we on? We're on the 1, 2, 3. Yes. So our final floor. Oh, look at these. I didn't get any B-roll of these. How cute are these cutout windows? They've got them throughout all the stairs, and I just didn't think of recording them whenever I was getting those beautiful B-roll shots that make it so that I look like I can multitask, but really I'm not good at it. Look at this area here. How beautiful. Now you can see some water views, yeah? Absolutely love this level. Absolutely beautiful. So on this floor, you also have, don't let me lie to you, this one should be the other master. Sometimes I just get going, I'm like, wait a minute, was it? But this is beautiful. I love how this bedroom flows into this bathroom, and this shower is just huge. Absolutely love it. Of course, it's got the seamless transition, which is fantastic. There is, of course, a decline built into the shower, so all the water flows to the drain directly. Nothing crazy. All right, but look at this area. I would be up here all the time. Something that I didn't show you on the other level, and I don't know if they've left me the remote. I'm looking for it. Tell me you guys left me the remote. I wanted to show you, this is actually electric, and you can raise it just with the click of a button. And so you get, you know, full sun here, but it's just been lowered a little bit. And now you can see what it looks like, you know, from my vantage point if I sit down in one of these chairs over here. But it's absolutely beautiful, truly. And you've got this great outdoor patio space. Let me show that to you real quick. Actually, let me show you a little bit more about this living room and how it flows into this bedroom. And I just realized I didn't show you guys yet this bedroom over here. Y'all are probably like, AJ, you are on one today. You are super just like scatterbrained between these bedrooms, and y'all are not wrong. I had a fruit smoothie for breakfast this morning, and I didn't have time for lunch, so that's what I'm working with today. So you're getting me basically hopped up on fruit juice and protein and coffee. So you're welcome. Let's go check out this balcony because it's beautiful. Bam. Absolutely lovely. So right over here is your beach access, and it's deeded beach access that you have access to. I'm gonna try and point right at it. I think it's like right here on the screen. Should be right over there. So very easy walk, very easy walk. And that's how deep it is, like to get to the water from there. So super, super, super easy. The entrance over there is gated, so you don't have to worry that there is like a bunch of people over there. And we're going to talk about beach accesses in general here in a minute, having to do with 30A, because that's where we are. This is Seagrove Beach. I know initially I told you, you know, close to Panama City Beach, which we absolutely are, but we're close to Panama City Beach. We're just west of there. So we're in a place, a beautiful place called Seagrove Beach, which is a part of 30A. 30A is just this road, I think it's 26 miles long, and it's got something like 12 communities. I don't know why I don't memorize those numbers. I just haven't, even though I do 30A stuff all the time. It's just this road, and because people come here so frequently and they just go to the individual little communities, they just call it 30A. It doesn't have its own zip code or anything like that, but it's just to the west of Panama City Beach. And we're not getting my little stand so I can have a conversation with you guys. So we're about 35 minutes away from the Panama City Beach airport, and I don't know, like 6, 7, and 8 minute drives to Alice Beach, Rosemary Beach. So super close to everything. We've got shopping, we've got restaurants, so many restaurants. And then we've even got Pier Park over in Panama City Beach, which is not far from here at all. Panama City Beach, if you've been there, is a bit of a different feel from 30A. So here on 30A, it's a bit more luxurious. The prices can be a bit higher. Speaking of prices, I don't think I even told you guys, this property is being sold for $3.495 3.495 million. And by the way, thank you, Greg Smith with Corcoran Reverie, for allowing me to share this property with all of my viewers. I absolutely love supporting other agents and showcasing their listings, not just my own. I think, you know, we can all work together to try and showcase how beautiful the Emerald Coast is and, you know, why people should consider it. All right, I did want to bring up a few things. I want to talk about what's going on in the market. I want to talk about what's going on here on 30A concerning drama with the beach and also hurricanes. And then after that, I'm going to take you downstairs to go and see the lovely pool area while I'm on my way out. Mostly because I don't want to go back down the stairs and then have to come back up because it's a little warm after you go up and down those stairs so many times when you're in my physical condition. Physical condition means I'm out of shape. Don't get it twisted. Very single, y'all. I'm not pregnant. All right, so let's talk about market insights. So what has actually sold? Actually, I want to talk to you about what's active right now. So we already know this property has, what I say, 4619 square feet, listed at 3.495 million. We've got 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. Technically 7.5 bathrooms, but still it's 8 bathrooms. And we've got 2 living rooms, 2 laundry rooms, 2 master bedrooms, and a fully heated pool and deeded access to the beach and Gulf views right here in Seagrove Beach. Absolutely fantastic. The other thing to know is you've got quite a bit of parking out there. I don't know if you guys noticed on the walk in, but you could easily fit 4 cars there, which is kind of like a unicorn for 30A. Okay, maybe not a unicorn, but parking is always a problem here. So having ample parking is pretty awesome. We're just going to say that. All right, so what is active? So basically, what's the competition look like for this house? All right, so right now we've got 145 homes that are active. No, I didn't memorize all of these stats. I batched my videos. There's no way I could remember these for 3 properties. Those properties had an average of 3,125 square feet versus this one, 4619, right? So their average price was $2.8 million, putting them at about $895 per square foot. And their average days on market was 149 days. Now, we do have a range from what's currently active, specifically talking about this east side area of 30A and specifically talking about single family dwellings, so no condos, townhomes. And they're ranging from 659,000 up to 12 million. Now, to give you kind of an idea of where we're at, I didn't memorize our price per square foot. We're at $756 per square foot versus those other ones that are active that are going for $895 per square foot. So this property is listed very reasonably when it comes to the price, and it's only been on the market for about 90 days. So it definitely hasn't hit that threshold of when it should sell by. So what about what's actually pending right now? So what already has a contract on it? There are 21 houses right now that are under contract, and their average square footage is 3,117 at just over $3 million for their list price. Obviously, we won't know until they fully close what they're actually under contract for, but just over $3 million is what they're listed for. And they're at basically 1,016 per square foot, and they were on the market for 164 days. So, looking at what has actually sold in the past 90 days, there were 44 homes, and they averaged 2820 square feet at about 2.45 million, so $862 per square foot. And apparently I didn't take down, here we go. And they were on the market for about 90 days. And they went for about 7.7% off of their original list price. So I do need to go back. I usually change up my my pattern, I suppose, of if I'm talking about the solds or the pendings first. So those active ones, the ones that are active, they're the ones that have been on the market for about 149 days on average. What actually sold in the past 90 days, they were only on the market for about 90 days. So there's something to be said there. especially considering the ones that are under contract were on the market for 164 days. So what is that telling us? That what's pending has been sitting on the market for longer than what actually sold in the past 90 days. So that's showing us that basically things are taking longer to sell. But if we look at that number versus what they actually sold for, the ones that are pending, they're at about 1,016 per square foot, whereas what actually sold was not at 820. I shouldn't have done it on back and forth. Was at 862 square feet. So the market is still alive and well. Properties are still increasing in price and still selling. It's just taking a little bit longer. In some other properties along 30A, something that I was seeing was those ones that sold immediately, like within the first 30 days, they sold for top dollar. And then there was this period of like 60 days where any time that it took longer than that 30 days, for those remaining 60 days, they got less and less for their property compared to the list price than if they had sold in that first 30 days. But once they got past that and extended even further out, then those properties that sold after that combined 90 to 120 days, if they sold after that, then it went right back up again for how much they were actually getting for their purchase price versus list price. So it's a little crazy when we look at it that way to see how it fluctuates, because we do have two different types of sellers in the market right now. We've got sellers on this side where they're like, I don't even care what it appraises for. This is the number that I want, and I'm going to get that or I'm not going to sell it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. And they're not joking. And then we have other sellers that are like, I just don't want to deal with this property anymore for whatever reason. Maybe I'm getting out of investments. I'm moving. I don't like the property anymore because I never use it. I don't want to manage it anymore from a different state. There are so many reasons. And they can be like, some of them are like, just get me out of it. I don't care. I'll take a loss. So it's really difficult to know which type of seller are we dealing with. Are we dealing with one that's like, I'm not negotiating at all? Or are we dealing with one that you could submit a really low offer and probably actually get it if you make it easy for them to accept it and just move on? So pretty interesting market stuff. Let's talk about hurricanes, because that's something that I get asked about all the time. So you saw where the beach is. That's the Gulf of America right there. We get hurricanes that come straight through. The thing is, these homes are built to last, right? But we still get them. I'll tell you, as a Floridian, I was raised here, went off into the Army, and then I came back, and I've been through some hurricanes. Now, I would much rather deal with something that I can prepare for. When I experience like tornadoes, or if I even think about experiencing an earthquake, that feels like an immediate attack to me. You know, I have no opportunity to prepare for that. But a hurricane, you've got a week to decide, am I going to ride this out? Am I going to go on a vacation? What am I going to do? All you gotta do is board up your house. And a lot of properties, you know, especially these ones closer to the wall or to the water, they've already got hurricane impact resistant windows across everything. There are also these amazing shutters that you can get. These they're metal and they're accordion style. They're super easy to close up once they're installed. Work like a charm. I had them on my waterfront property. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend them. But all of that to say, for me, if it's a category 2 or more, I'm getting out of the way, mostly because I don't want to deal with potentially tainted water, not having AC in Florida, or not having, you know, food or being able to go anywhere. I don't like to feel trapped. So things that absolutely happen during a hurricane: high waters, downed trees, downed electric lines, no cell phone usage. I don't like that feeling. It makes me feel trapped. I don't like it. It's hard to fight out of that. I'm going to leave the area. I'm going to go on a mini vacation, and I'll come back once life is returned to normal in this area. It has nothing to do with, oh, I wouldn't be safe in the house. I've sat through some hurricanes. I've been #Florida woman, okay? It's not about that. It's about the inconvenience of it. And also, it's not super fun to watch a boat ram into your house over and over again. But, you know, it is what it is. So there's my bit about hurricanes. I'd rather deal with that than an earthquake or a tornado. Oh, 30A beach drama, before I forget. So The reason that this property is pretty awesome is because it has that deeded beach access right over there. And why is that important? The beach is a beach. Everybody has access to it, right? I can see a walkover right there. No, absolutely not. There are a lot of private beaches along 30A. I read something recently, I want to say it said something, there's only like 1 or 2 actual miles of public beach combined along all of 30A. There is not that much beach access. So you want to be close to a private beach access, specifically so that you can access it. And it's really great when you don't have to drive there, because since there is so little public beach access here, the parking is a serious problem. So not only do you not have to worry about dealing with a parking drama over here at the beach access, but you also don't have to worry about it being super crammed because there's so little public beach access that when you do go to the public one, everybody's packed in like sardines to that very small stretch of beach. So it is an unfortunate thing that we're dealing with. I do hope that somehow we regain that customary use. And if you happen to be a beachfront property owner here on 30A and you're seeing this and you're like, I don't want that, the rest of us do. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep praying for it. If y'all are watching this and you're like, yeah, I really want to be able to use the beach too. We pay through our taxes to re-nourish the sands whenever stuff happens. Y'all say some prayers too. I think that about covers the market, hurricane, and beachfront drama stuff. If you have any questions, all of my contact information is on the screen. You can also drop a comment down below. We read all of them. If they feel a little bit inappropriate, we don't respond to them, but everything else we do respond to. Absolutely happy to hear from you guys. If you want to call, text, email, find me on Facebook, send me a message. I absolutely love working with you guys. I'd say probably 50% of my business easily comes from YouTube. So it's like you guys already know me. I don't have to worry about, if our personalities are going to mesh, because at least on one side, you guys are already like, yeah, she's cool. Let's go work with her. So let's go check out the pool. Man, this is how much I love y'all. I just paused Brandon Lake for y'all. If you don't know who that is, he's a great singer. You should go check him out. Definitely Pandora, Spotify, whatever it is that you guys listen to. All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of warning though. The pollen has been a little bit crazy. So this pool, even though it's gorgeous, it has a little bit of a tint to it just because it's got a sheen of pollen right over it, which you might not think was possible because it is covered, but we also have all of this open space here. So pollen does creep in. You definitely want a pool person, have a net close by so that you can get this pollen, or just turn the skimmer on so that can capture all this pollen. And there's nothing wrong with swimming in it. It's just for this video purpose. It's not, the seller's probably gonna watch this and be like, oh man, I wish that the skimmer had been turned on ahead of time. So just know, it's a beautiful pool and it's heated, guys. So you might be thinking, why do you need to heat your pool in Florida? Listen, I'm telling you, you want it heated. Now I do have some crazy clients out here and they have a pool cooler. So they have a pool heater and it also cools. Yeah, it's a thing, which is insane to me because I'm perfectly fine if my pool feels like bath water, but apparently some of y'all are not. So it's a thing down here. We do have this beautiful, outdoor kitchen over here, which you can access this straight from the parking. I don't want to call it a carport. That sounds so less luxurious, but parking area over here, open car garage. We're just going to call it that from now on, open car garage. You do have an exterior shower here as well, so you can rinse off from the beach or the pool, whichever one. And that's basically the house. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tour. If you have any questions about this property or any other properties here along the Emerald Coast, I absolutely love my YouTube clients. So if you want that VIP status, give me a call, text, or email. I'll be happy to work with y'all. If you're having some difficulty sleeping, so you're watching me on your TV and you need just a little bit more, you can go ahead and click over here and watch another video. Otherwise, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you get notified every time I do another video, and I will see y'all at the next one. Bye.